Hey there, it's time for another episode of Red Plays, and we've got Marvel Champions back out on the board. Now, I was thinking about stepping Klaw up a little bit, but I think I'm going to stick with the standard Klaw for this next game. As I review my playthroughs of Iron Man, I think I've still got a lot to learn for Iron Man and how to play some of his stuff, so I kind of wanted to do a little bit more with Klaw because I think I can play these better. The suggestions that I've got and the comments and stuff, like my Pepper Potts play, has been atrocious. So I think I can improve on what's been going on. So I want to do a couple more plays and see if we can do a little bit better versus Klaw. So that's the plan. I've got Klaw out there. He's got his measly 12 hit points. I've got the underground distribution out there in the defense network. Tony Stark setup. We need, at the beginning of underground distribution, we need to get a minion out there. So let's see if we can find our minion. So, hey, it's the Melter. And if you've watched my previous videos, for some reason, an overwhelming percentage of the time the Melter comes out first. At least that's my impression. So, I don't know why that is. Just ends up that way. All right. So we've got our minion out there. Now we need Tony Stark's starting hand, which is 6 cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, let's flip and see what we've got. We've got, So we've got Pepper Potts. We've got a Supersonic Punch, which might be nice to help get the Melter out of there. But what I don't see out here is any armor pieces. 0 on the armor pieces. So I think we're going to drop these 3 cards and see if we can get some armor, maybe. 1, 2, 3. No armor. Okay, then. Huh. Well, we won't be going to Iron Man, I don't think. Which means we won't be using our Supersonic Punch. Interesting. All right. Let's do our futurist actions. We're gonna get 1, 2, 3. Still no armor. This is amazing. What are we gonna go after here? Out of these, let's grab Nova. And we'll put that away. Okay, so what we can do here, let's see if I have learned from previous experiences. All right, so what I can do is I can do the med team and strength. I can put those. That's 3 to get out Pepper Potts. So Pepper Potts is in play. I can use Pepper Potts to, let's see if I'm reading that right. Pepper Potts is exhauster, generate the resources of the top card in your discard pile. So I was smart enough to put my strength on top of my discard pile, so I'm going to get 2 physical, and then I can use 2 mental and get Nova into play. All right. Let's see, what do we want to do in addition to that is not go over to Iron Man, because we would get 1 card, and that's not good. So we can't get enhanced reflexes or supersonic punch out there. Let's have Nova go ahead and attack the Melter for 2. We'll work him down a little bit. And then I think we're going to be done, and we're going to discard these 2 cards and work on getting some armor. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Hey, yes, an arc reactor. That's the exact kind of thing we're looking for. That's armor, and we have an energy, so that's good. Okay, happy with that. All right, what I'm not going to be happy with is the amount of scheme that's going to get generated this round, because we're going to get 1 on the main scheme. Klaw's going to see Tony Stark out there, so he's going to scheme. He's going to scheme for 2. He's going to get a bonus of... Oh, we're going to get a weapons runner. Okay, so he's just going to scheme for 2, which means that we're going to have 3 on the main scheme. And then the Melter is going to scheme for 1, and the weapons runner is going to scheme for 1. So we are almost there. That's 5 on underground distribution. Yikes. All right, let's see what our encounter card is. Counter card says an armored guard. This is another thing I've been messing up recently. So I've been playing armored guard, and I'm just so used to playing armored guard that I was forgetting that they have toughness. And sometimes I assume that I know what the cards say. I need to go back and reread them, but thanks, people have been pointing out recently that I wasn't putting tough on my armored guard. So there we go. Now he's tough. Okay, so that's the end of the villain's turn. We're back over to the hero side. Now, the thing that I was thinking was, hey, you know what I could do is I can get that defense network, or actually I can get my arc reactor out there, flip over to Iron Man, and totally de-thwart that. But I've got an issue in that the defense network is out there, and it is going to kind of get in the way of my super de-thwarting of the underground distribution. So, all right, so let's see what we have for cards here. Let's do Tony's Futurist. So we're going to get 3 cards, and we've got Black Widow, Helicarrier, and Preemptive Strike. So the Preemptive Strikes have actually been really nice versus the Klaw, because when he brings his 2 cards out, I can look at the bigger one and decide what to do with it. So I think I'm going to hold on to the Preemptive Strike. All right, so now we need to figure out what it is we're going to get on our round here. I see a couple of techs I probably want to get out there. I think those are our priority. So let's use our energy to get our arc reactor out there, because that is super important. We will then use Pepper Potts to use the double to get our energy barrier out there. That gets us up to 3 cards, so we're looking pretty good there. All right, the next question is, I could use all 3 here to get out my armor, which is an interesting thing, or I could use 2 of them to get out my supersonic punch, or I could use that and do a repulsor blast. I think I want to take the melter out. Actually, let's think about this. The melter, his thing is I have to defend with an ally, which means he would probably take Nova out, and I don't want Nova to get taken out because Nova is awesome. So maybe what I should do is repulsor blast him out of there and then hold on to these because they're energy cards. Oop, I need to put some stuff on my energy barrier. That would help me with Nova for when the villain comes to attack me. I can take out some of these, or I could just hope that I'm going to draw energy cards, which is that's not a good hope. Okay. I kind of also want to de-thwart and get the defense network out of there. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to Iron Man here. I do think we're going to use the repulsor blast, and I hesitate to get rid of my armor to do that. So I'm going to hold on to my armor, and I'm going to use my repulsor blast on the melter. All right, so we're going to do 1, and we get a bonus of 5 cards. So here's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's out of there. All right, so we're going to do 5 damage to the melter. He's gone. 1 less melter in the world. All right. Next thing I think we're going to do is we're going to have Nova go ahead and take 1 off the defense network. So he's going to thwart. Iron Man's going to thwart and take 2 off of the defense network. So defense network is gone. We're going to use our armor to bring Iron Man back. And then we're going to use Iron Man to thwart 2 off of the underground distribution. So we can see if we can get that to stay out another round. All right, then we're going to be done. We're going to do some untapping. All right, so what we're looking at now is I've got Iron Man and then 2 tech upgrades. So we've got a total of 3 cards that we're going to get. 1, 2, we're going to draw 1, 3. Okay. So now we're over to the villain's turn. What's happening on the villain's turn? So main scheme, gonna go up 1. We're up to 4. The Klaw is gonna see Iron Man out there, and Iron Man is gonna take this attack. So that's my max health there on the right. I don't think I've gotten anything to boost it yet. Nope. All right, so we're gonna take a shot. Let's see how much damage he's gonna do. I do have my energy barrier out there, so that may be useful. All right, so we're gonna get boost icons of none, and we're gonna put a weapons runner into play. All right. Okay there. So I was kind of hoping to take some damage so I could use my energy barrier to take it off of the armored guard, but that's not happening. All right, so let's see here. The weapons runner is going to come attack me. I'm going to use my power of protection as an energy for Nova to do 2 damage. Take out a weapons runner. A weapons runner is going to come to attack me. Do the same thing and use my preemptive strike this time as an energy to take out the weapons runner. All right, the armored guard is going to come attack me. I'm going to use 1 off of my energy barrier because the armored guard is going to do 1 damage, and I'm going to reflect it back to him, which he's got the tough, and it's going to take out the tough. So there we go. Now we need an encounter card. Counter card is Klaw's Vengeance. In hero form, Klaw attacks you. If the attack deals damage, place 1 threat on the main scheme. All right, so Klaw's going to get 2 cards here. We're going to take the attack. Let's see what happens. We get a 1, 2, 3. So he's doing 3 damage to me. And I haven't done anything to block that. I could energy barrier one of those back. I think I will do that. I'll energy barrier 1 damage back to the armored guard. And then I'm going to take 2. And then 1 threat's going to go on the main scheme. All right. Villain turn's done. We're back over to the hero side. Ooh, look, hero side. We have an armor sitting around, and that's it. Okay. Things we can do on the hero side. We can generate 1 energy. We can de-threat the main scheme a ton. So here's what I'm trying to decide is, do I sit on Iron Man yet again? I think I'm going to need to get rid of my armor because it costs too much for what I have for resources right now. And I could use some card churn. I could use Pepper Potts for her energy on the next round. I think I want to de-thwart the main scheme. It's either that or I attack twice. Well, if I don't remove threat on the main scheme, use my thwart on there, it's going to pop this next round. So let's do that. We're going to use Iron Man, take 2 off, untap Iron Man. Iron Man's going to take 2 more off of there. All right. We're going to be done. We're going to get rid of our armor and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but I think that'll work. All right, so it's the villain's turn. What's going to happen on the villain's turn? So first thing is we're going to put a threat on the main scheme. Klaw's going to come attack, and Iron Man's going to take this attack. So he's going to get 2 cards, and we get... Radioactive Man's going to make me discard a card. And then 1. So he's doing 1 damage, and I have to discard a card. All right, which card am I discarding? I'm discarding this card. Oh, War Machine. I was planning on using War Machine. Okay, so I've got 1 damage coming at me. Do I energy barrier to the damage? Or just take it? I think I just take the 1 damage. Yeah, I'll take the 1 damage. All right, and the armored guard's going to attack, and I'll take that 1 damage too. All right, I was thinking about using one of these. I was hoping to use War Machine on the armored guard and use Nova and take him out, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so now we need an encounter card. And the reason I don't want to do that is I kind of want to get the energy barrier out there. Ooh, wait a minute. Pepper pots can generate the top, which is a wild. Now we'll let that go because I think I want to see on my turn what I get. All right, so we need an encounter card. Encounter card is where we're at. And we get, Masters of Evil is going to come out. So Masters of Evil says I need to dig through my deck until I find a Masters of Evil minion. And it's going to get an acceleration token. I thought I might go over to Tony Stark this turn, but I'm a little bit afraid of that with another Masters of Evil person coming out there. We'll see who comes out. Wow, we're going through a lot of cards. That's a bit of a downer. There we go. Whirlwind's going to come out. All right. He's not so bad because he just attacks everybody else. All right. So that is the end of the villain's turn, and we're over to the hero side. So what do we want to do here? We could double attack with Iron Man. We could get the Masters of Evil out of there. I think we need to we're going to use this to bring our other energy barrier into play. It's going to put 3 on there. The downside that I'm looking at here is I am not going to be able to take out Whirlwind this round. I could go over to Tony Stark. If I do that, we're looking at scheming for, you'll probably scheme out because we've got an acceleration token there. All right, I think we're going to thwart Arc Reactor, thwart again, and get rid of the Masters of Evil. We're going to try and keep that scheme from popping. I'm not doing anything with Nova. We'll set on my energy barriers. So now we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. There's some boots. All right. Depending upon how this round goes, I may end up going to Tony. So, all right. Back over the villain side. 1 threat on the main scheme. Klaw is going to attack. I think we're going to take this again. We've got a bonus of this activation deals damage to you, exhaust your hero. So far it's doing no damage, and that says it's doing no damage. So I'm taking a big 0. That's a number I can deal with. We will take 0 damage. All right. The armored guard is going to attack for 1. I am going to reflect that damage back to him. So now he's taken 2. All right. Then Whirlwind is going to attack. And his thing is when Whirlwind attacks, you also resolve his attack against each other hero. There's not other heroes out there. So I would normally take 2, but I'm going to use my energy barrier again. So I will take 1, and I'll reflect that back to the armored guard and take the armored guard out. Okay. Now we need an encounter card. Let's see what our villain encounter card is. Damn it. All right. I just took 1 out and another one comes back. So close. All right. We're done there. We're over to the hero side. All right, so what we're looking at is we got some rocket boots. We got some powered gauntlets. We can actually start to build more of our suit and get some more cards out there. So we would be looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hand, which is pretty good. That would involve me possibly... I'm going to have to get rid of Avengers Mansion or the Stark Tower. I think we will end up holding on to the Stark Tower. I think we're going to spend another round as Iron Man also. So let's do... oh, I will have to get rid of one of these. Ooh, I've got some kids coming in. Come on in, Jake. All right. There's one. All right. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to go after here. So I can get my rocket boots. That's going to cost me 1. But no, I can't hold on to my Stark Tower because I'd have to use up my powered gauntlets. So let's see here. I think we will end up using up our Stark Tower. All right, so we're going to do 2 to get our powered gauntlets out. And then it doesn't really matter what order I put them in there. Then we'll use pepper pots to get our rocket boots out. All right, so we're looking at, we've got 1 damage we can do there. We can do flying. We can do 2-3 damage. We can reflect some damage. Getting a little bit scared about whirlwind there. And I don't have anything in my hand, so we'll have to see what comes up on my turn as far as having Nova do extra damage. So I think that's one of the things I want to prepare for. Let's do our powered gauntlets, and we'll take the tough off of the armored guard. Let's go ahead and hit the armored guard for 1. And then we're going to untap. And then we will de-threat the main scheme for 2. Try to keep that in check. Then I think we're done for this round. All right, so we're going to untap. Untap everything. We've got another one coming in. This is kid number 2 is coming in. There's Andrew. Can you move your shoes out of the doorway? Because you can't really close the door with shoes there. All right, close the door. They were camping in the backyard, so they're coming in.
You're recording this?
Yeah. Yes, I am right now.
Okay.
So, all right. So next up here, what am I doing here? I need to draw some cards for Iron Man. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. All right. So we've got Med Team, double the Med Team, Luke Cage, a Repulsor Blast, and some Powered Gauntlets. All right. What are we going to go after here? Oh, we're going to go after the Villain Center is what we're going to go after. So, threat on the main scheme. Klaw is going to look to attack Iron Man. Iron Man is going to... Oh, we need another encounter card because we ran out of cards. All right. I'm going to shuffle. Klaw's attacking. Iron Man is going to take this one, I think. Yeah, if we need to, we'll energy barrier some back. But we're also looking at potentially taking another 3 damage, right? Because we got Whirlwind and the Armored Guard out there. So we're at 5. Another 3 is going to be 8 damage. Plus we have encounter cards coming out. So that's looking kind of scary. All right. So the Klaw is going to get 2 cards for his attack. And I've got the cat here too. All right. It's a busy day down here, so I'm taking 1 damage. Do I take the 1 damage or do I reflect it back? I think we're going to... I think we need to prevent some of this damage, so we're going to reflect 1 damage back to the Armored Guard. All right. Is that cat commentary? Yeah. All right. Next up, the Armored Guard is going to come attack Iron Man. I would take a point of damage, but I'm going to reflect that 1 point of damage back. And we'll take the Armored Guard out. All right, this goes here. Armored Guard goes away. All right, now we're over to Whirlwind, who's attacking for 2. I think we will have... Ooh. Looking at what we want to do next round. I think we're going to have to go Tony Stark next round and do some healing. Assuming I make it through this round. So why don't we go ahead and we'll use Nova to do 2 damage to Whirlwind. We will take 2 damage from Whirlwind. And then we will be done with all the villain attacks. Now we need some encounter cards, which there's 2 of, and we're getting close to running out of the encounter deck. All right, villain card number 1. Encounter card number 1. Ooh, business problems. So I think we're going to flip to Tony Stark, exhaust him, and take business problems out of the game. All right. Counter card number 2. Tiger Shark. Oh, great. Another Masters of Evil minion. All right. So that puts us back to our hero side of the board. So all the fun things we were going to do with our hero stuff is kind of on pause for now. All right, so the good thing at the beginning of the hero turn is we're on the Tony Stark side, so we can draw 3 cards and see what we get. We got an energy barrier, which would be good. Enhanced reflexes to help our stuff. I think we want the energy barrier because we just used up a bunch of energy barriers. All right. So how do we want to handle this round here? Repulsor Blast would be nice. Getting a set of gauntlets out would be nice. And getting the... So there's a lot of nice that would be involved here. Problem is that if we flip over to Iron Man, we are low on health. And I don't know that we could get out of the round because we're at 6-7, right? And I've got a max of 9. Oop, nope. Sorry, I take that back. I've got a max of 10 because I got my rocket boots. All right, we can pump that up just a little bit. But not enough that I'm at 7. So if I took 3 damage, I would be out. So the other thing is I could get Luke Cage out there. And the 3 damage, the tough part is right there. We got Tiger Shark out there. And he does a lot of damage. Could get Luke Cage into play. He would cost me 4. I'm thinking we're going to need to go for a scheme round here. So if we go a scheme round, what we probably want to do is maybe get more suit ready. Or we get the med team out there and do some healing because we really could use some healing. I think that's what we'll do is let's get the med team out there and energy barrier, powered gauntlets. I think we'll get the powered gauntlets out there. So we'll do 1, 2, 3. We're gonna get the med team out. Med team comes into play. Yep. All right. And it gets 3 counters, and we're going to immediately use one of them to heal 2 to a friendly character, which I will do on Tony Stark. I was really thinking about doing that on Nova, but we'll hold off on that. And then we're going to do 1 and 2 to get our powered gauntlets out. So we'll double our gauntlets. What we're looking at is potentially going airborne and zapping the crap out of some bad guys. All right, so we're going to be done. We're going to untap. We're going to see how painful this round is. We're going to get 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Ooh, there's our rocket boot powering piece. Ooh, I need endurance right now too. The +3 hit points would be really nice about this point in time. Okay. Villain side, we're going to put 1 threat on the main scheme. Klaw is going to scheme. He's going to scheme for 2, and he's going to get a bonus of 2. So he's going to scheme for 4, which is going to be enough to knock over the underground distribution. So we're going to bring out the secret rendezvous, and I need to find another minion. So let's go looking for a minion. And we did not find a minion. So we're going to put a acceleration token on here. Then we're done with that. And then Tiger Shark and Whirlwind will both scheme. So we're going to pop that up to 2. And then after this reshuffle, we're going to look for a card. All right. And I haven't even hit Klaw yet. We're like pretty far into this and I haven't touched Klaw. Damn it. All right. We're getting there though. That's right. You got to build up Iron Man suit at the beginning, I think is the thing that I'm learning. I think we're getting there. I think we're almost there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of suit out. And we're going to have more than that, I think, going into the next... Well, no, maybe not. We don't have any on the board, so we might not have more than that going into the next turn. So, all right. We need to shuffle a little bit. Now we got an encounter card. So encounter card is... each Masters of Evil minion attacks the hero is engaged with. Oh, wait. There are no heroes. Okay, so if no attacks are made this way, search the encounter deck and discard a pile for a Masters of Evil minion and put it into play, engaged with you, then shuffle the encounter deck. All right, so we're going to look for another Masters of Evil minion. I do not want Radioactive Man. We will get Melter out. So let's find Melter. We'll put him into play. Okay. Let me shuffle the encounter deck. Ooh, doggy. All right, so we have 3 of the Masters of Evil minions out there, and they have lots of health. The good news is I can go airborne and zap them all pretty good. So we might be able to do some damage to them this next turn. Got a Repulsor Blast sitting out there. Eventually, I'm going to attack Klaw at some point in the future. All right. We're back over to the hero side. So the first thing we're going to do with Tony Stark is we're going to look at our 3 cards and figure out which one we want to keep. All right. So we've got Preemptive Strike. Ooh, we got our armor, which would give us a lot more hit points. And we've got some strength there. So if I take the strength, I think we will leave the strength to the discard pile and get the Mark 3 or get the Mark whatever it is 5 armor. All right, and we'll put that on top there so we can make sure to use Pepper Potts for that. All right, so next up, let's go Pepper Potts for 2, and then I think we'll use our Preemptive Strike here for our 3rd one. That's going to give us the 3 we need for our Mark 5 armor. All right, so we're armored up. All right. I would really like to get this endurance out there. And I also want to be able to go airborne, so I'll probably use this to go airborne. So let's do the med team for our endurance. So that's going to shoot us up another 3 health. So we're going up 3 plus 6. We're going up 9 health at this point in time. So we're going to go from 10 to 19. Holy cow. All right, I can take a little bit of a beat down now. Iron Man's ready for some damage. Let's see here. What else do we want to do? I think we're going to go ahead and flip over to Iron Man. Should we go airborne? Let's go airborne. We're going to rocket boots up into the air. And now my gauntlets do 2 for each of them. So how about we do 2 to Tiger Shark. I'm going to do 2 to Whirlwind. We're going to use our med team. We're going to heal 2 off of Nova. And then Nova's going to attack Tiger Shark. And then we're going to use our Repulsor Blast on the Melter. Alright, so Repulsor Blast is going to do 1 plus 5 cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, there we go. There's our 2, 4, plus 1 is 5. So we do 5 and take out the Melter. Alright, that worked out pretty good. We will take this one and put it on top here. There we go. I'm not sure if you're supposed to discard in order. There's another rules question I should probably check out. It says discard 5 cards, but you discard them in the order that they come out. Discard the top 5 cards of your deck. I would imagine they need to come out in order. So this would be on the bottom, I think. And that one would be on the top. Okay. Let's see here. So we've taken out Tiger Shark. Those guys have a couple of health left. I could proactively take one out, or I think what I will do is I will thwart 2 off of the main scheme. And I will untap. And then I will hit Klaw for 1. I damaged him. Yay! All right. Now we're rolling. Okay. We'll be done. Let's untap lots of things. And we're going to draw some cards. How many cards do we get to draw? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. All right, 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6. All right, 6 cards. Let's see what we got. We got a Supersonic Punch, Ender's Mansion, Stark Tower, Helicarrier, and Black Widow. All right, we're over to the villain's turn. So what's going to happen, number 1 is we need to put a couple of threat on the main scheme. So it's going to get 2 because we had an acceleration token. All right, Klaw's going to come attack Iron Man. Iron Man's like, I can take this. Now I've got like super health. We get a nothing and a if it deals damage, I'm exhausted, but I'm not taking any damage. So yeah. All right. Next up, we have Whirlwind is going to come attack Iron Man, but we're going to use the energy off of our Supersonic Punch to do 2 damage via Nova and take out the Whirlwind. All right, Whirlwind's out. Tiger Shark is going to come attack Iron Man. We're going to use Pepper Potts to generate that resource to power Nova to take out Tiger Shark. Tiger Shark's gone. There we go. I think this is how the Iron Man deck's supposed to work. It's how the Technova thing gets going. All right, so next up we need an encounter card. Encounter card is Klaw's Vengeance. Hero, Klaw attacks you. If it does damage, 1 threat on the main scheme. All right, so we're going to get 2 cards. Do I want to Nova him? No. So we'll just take this attack. He's doing, 3, 4, 5. Wow. He actually did damage that time. All right, so actually we'll be up to 10. 10 damage. We got 19 health, so we're still okay. All right, and there's going to be a threat that's going to go on the main scheme. All right, the villain is done. We're back to Iron Man, and Pepper Potts is staying tapped. All right, what we want to do is Iron Man, because we had lots of fun last round killing stuff off. So we could get Avengers Mansion out or we could get Helicarrier out and make things cost less. The Stark Tower is an awesome thing to get out there, but we have a good portion of our suit out, so I don't know that the Stark Tower. Oh, but it would help us get our energy barriers back out again. So that could be really useful. But I need to be on Tony Stark in order to make use of it. So maybe it's not quite as useful as I'm thinking that it is. All right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to go airborne. We'll go airborne. We'll use Stark Tower to go airborne. Which there's people out there are probably wincing, like, "Oh, you shouldn't have done that," but I'm doing it. All right. Then we're going to do 2-4 to the Klaw. So the Klaw's down to 7 now. Let's move that down there. There, and there. Let's see here. Do I bring out the helicarrier or... Well, I can't get out. I could get out of Avengers Mansion. Or is Black Widow the better bet? She thwarts for a lot, but she's only got 2 health, and she can cancel, which might be good if a nasty thing comes out. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll bring Black Widow out there. And we're holding on to our Avengers Mansion right now in case we need to cancel something. Let's use our med team to go ahead and heal Iron Man up to... Oop, not off of that track. I want to heal off of this track. So now he's only taking 8 damage. 6, 8. All right. The other option would have been to attack with Nova and heal him up, but I think we're not doing that. All right, Black Widow's going to thwart for 2. I'll put one on here, and then Iron Man will, I think we'll attack twice. So attack, arc reactor, attack again. So we'll do that big Iron Man damage there. He does 1, right? Okay, twice. And we'll untap. And let's see what kind of cards we get. So we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need 1 more card, which means we need to put that out there. I think we're ready to do some damage. We're ready to do the Iron Man thing. So we need some blasts. And what else do we need? Some repulsor blasts is the main thing. I really haven't made a whole lot of use of the supersonic punches, but I'm in place to actually use them this game. I've got my rocket boots. I've kind of got a lot of my energy resources out, so we'll likely be drawing the resources. All right, so what we got? We got a med team, Avengers Mansion, my helmet, my repulsor blast, and my rocket boots. All right, so there's more suit. I was kind of hoping we're getting towards the later part of the game and I want less suit at this point in time, where I wanted it a lot earlier and wasn't getting it. All right, so first part of the villain's turn, we're going to put 2 on the main scheme. Next up, the villain is going to come for Iron Man. Iron Man is going to take this. He's going to be taking 2 cards. I guess first, do I want to reflect 1 back? I think yes, we will go ahead and reflect 1 back, and we'll use the med team to do that. Or sorry, not reflect 1 back. We'll Nova 2 back. All right. Then we're going to get 2 cards, and oop, not 2 of my cards. Wrong. We need 2 boost cards. He's attacking for 0 right now. We're going to get boosts of nothing and a boost of nothing. All right, that's a double nothing. So he's attacking me for 0. I take that. Take all the zeros I can. All right, so now we need 2 encounter cards. Let's see what happens. Encounter card number 1. Legal Arms Factory. All right, so that's going to go out here, and it's going to give me more cards later on, and it's going to get 3 thread on it. All right, encounter card number 2. Klaw's Vengeance. Hero. He's going to attack if he deals damage, 1 threat on the main scheme. All right, so we need a couple of cards. We're going to take this attack, and do I want to discard my enhanced reflexes in order to do 2 more damage? Yes, we will discard our enhanced, because that's going to knock Klaw down to 1. And that's going to prepare us for next round to flip him over. Okay. Let's see what we get. We get boost. So if it hits, it's going to exhaust my hero. And 3. Ooh, so I'm going to take 3 damage. I'm going to exhaust my hero, and I'm going to put a threat on the main scheme. All right, so we're going to take 3 damage. That's going to shoot us up to 11. So where's a 10? There's a 10. We're up to 11. We're going to put a threat on the main scheme. And I'm going to exhaust my hero. Oof. Okay. So he is done. Klaw's done at this turn. We're back over to the hero side of the board. So I got all my stuff, which is good. What do we have here? We have rocket boots so we can go airborne. We've got a repulsor blast. So what are we looking at here? One of the things that we can do is we can get the Immortal Klaw out there, and we can possibly get rid of the Immortal Klaw, which I think sounds really good. Like that would be an excellent thing to do. So if I do Avenger's Mansion in my helmet, all right, that gets me another piece of armor. I think that's going to get me up to max hand size. I can use one of my gauntlets, and that's going to take out the Klaw. And Klaw level 2 is going to come out. And when Klaw 2 comes out, I need the Immortal Klaw. So I thought I saw it go by. We got the melter. There it is. Immortal Klaw. All right, that's going to get 3 on it. And I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to have Black Widow thwart for 2. Get rid of that. Oop, she goes away. And then I'm going to use my helmet to get rid of the Immortal Klaw. So all we're worried about is his hit points, which is a massive 21. 10, 10, 1. All right, so I've still got rocket boots that I can do, and I've still got my pepper pots. So why don't we go ahead and we'll do a repulsor blast and see how that works out. So we're going to use pepper pots to pull off our repulsor blast. All right, so we're going to get 1, plus we're going to get 5 cards. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that is a super pathetic repulsor blast. So we're doing 3 damage for our repulsor blast. Lame. All right, demand a recount. So we're going to knock him down to 18. Let's do it this way. And there's 18. Oh, I was hoping I was going to do a lot more that round. That did not work out like I wanted it to. All right, we still got Nova action going on. We can still untap Iron Man. And then what do we want to do? So we could get rid of the illegal arms factory. I'm actually thinking that's the way to go. So we're going to thwart with Nova, and we're going to thwart with Iron Man, and that's going to take out the illegal arms factory. And then we're going to be done, I think. Oh, no, we got our plate gauntlets. Let's go airborne. And then, so we go airborne, and then we're going to do 2 damage and knock the claw down to 16. Okay, we're done. We're going to do some untapping. So now we've got, what do we got here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we get 7 cards. Because that's our cap, right? 7, yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we got Supersonic Punch. Ooh, we got a Preemptive Strike, which is one of the things I was hoping that we would get. Okay, cool. All right, so villain's turn. What's going to go on the villain's turn? 2 threat on the main scheme. Next up is he's going to come to attack, and we're going to get 2 cards. All right. He's going to get an assault, which doesn't do any damage, and we have a defense network, which is going to do 2. Do we preemptive strike him? I think we will go ahead and preemptive strike him. So that 2 damage is going to go back to him. We're going to turn those back around. So he's going to take 2. And also, I forgot to do my Nova thing. We're going to Nova. So he ends up taking 4. All right, so we'll take that off of there. And it'll be down to there. Okay. So it took no damage, and now we need an encounter card. Watch it be in advance. Oh my god! No way. All right. Damn it. So that's 2. That's going to be, well, I don't know. So he's got 2 scheme, and we'll draw a card, and it gets bonus of 1, so that's 3. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. I was so close. Oh, why did it have to be the advance? What was I going to do next round? I was going to do 8, 10, 12. Look at that. Gah! All right. That's another playthrough with the Iron Man Tech Nova deck. Oh, I feel like I'm getting it, but it's so close. I just drew the advance. Okay. Should I not have gone that way? I thought I had it, and it didn't work out. So maybe I should have held off just a little bit longer. But, yeah. Let me know in the comments what you think. I thought I had that one in the bag. And he snuck out the win. Damn you, Klaw! All right. That's it for now. And thanks for watching.